Perfect. All right. Call it out, or whatever you want to do. We're good.
Call it out.
Not you. Both.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yes. I can't count.
You say 5, 4, 3, and then you go. You can't say the last two. You gotta go 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, no, I had a chronic brain
No, what I
fart
want
there.
you to do is give me the whatever.
Yeah, we
the
need
intro to the clip.
Yeah. So.
The intro to the clip.
Rolling.
Here we go. We're on.
So introduce yourself and let us know who you are, how long you've been in
No,
cannabis.
hold on, stop. Your introduction is for me. So I know what the clip is when we.
Oh,
Nobody's
yes.
editing.
So you're
My
gonna
bad.
say this is blah 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 whatever, just for my purposes.
This is Raymond Michael Pereira.
Pereira.
Pereira. I have never been able to pronounce
Let's just
it.
call me Jeff. This is Jeff.
This is Jeff from Euphoric Dreams, from Paso Robles. He is our Ray Market Prop 215. Used to do that last year in cannabis, and we're talking about our documentary here.
All right.
So go ahead and tell us in your words who you are and what you do in the industry now, and how you got started in cannabis.
Well, my name's Mike. I had a delivery service in Paso Robles, California. For the past 3 years, we've been delivering there. I've been involved with cannabis my whole life. I started smoking at 7 years old. Was selling weed by the time I was 11 or 12. Pretty much it was part of my whole life. Even when I might have quit maybe a year here and there during times when I was in trouble, but it was always still there as part of my life. And it was smoked in the household when I grew up, and it's just the way it is. It's my life. So I got involved with this industry. I saw opportunity. And I don't want to work shitty jobs anymore. I had to take care of my family. I had to take care of my mom. My mom was turning 70. She couldn't work anymore. And I have kids. I have grandkids. So there's not a lot of work out in the real world or whatever. So I started a dispensary. I saw other people doing it. I said, well, I could do it. And it was pretty fruitful for a few years. It was fun. I got to travel and meet people like Bo and do events and have fun. And then now things changed and the laws changed and the market's changing. So I was a licensed entity before. I was a nonprofit organization. And now it's a transition to the legal market where you have to be licensed recreational by the state or whatever. Anyway, it's a hard process to go through, and a lot of people like myself are having problems with it. So I would say 80 to 90% of the people that were in this industry in my area are now being squeezed out because of the prices, because of the limited spaces to get offices, because of the process being so lengthy and the amount of money that's being put into it. So a lot of people are being squeezed out, whereas to start my nonprofit, it took $1,000 and it took 1 week. And we had a legit company that could operate. We were cool if we got pulled over. We paid our taxes. I employed 6 people through the year. You know, I felt like we did well. It was good, and we were able to donate. We were able to help out people that were sick, cancer patients, veterans. We were able to actually donate without asking for anything, and now the way the rules are, you can't do any of that. They started changing that about a year ago. Prop 215 ended January 9th of this year, but already last year you were feeling the effects of it coming to an end. They sent an email, I think, a year before, and then by the summertime you were already feeling it. Companies that you were dealing with don't want to deal with you. A lot of companies shutting down. People leaving the market for the THC market and just moving to CBD. And that's the way it's going now too. People moving to CBD and then maybe even leaving the state or the country. So it's just, it's crazy. Trying to stay relevant in the industry right now is really hard. As I think in any way, as a company making products or being in distribution, being a broker, being a delivery service, having a brick and mortar, I think anything you do is really hard to stay relevant right now, and hard to just stay in business with the laws and with the prices and the way things are changing. Like my friend was saying earlier, a week in this industry is like a month in this industry is like a year, because things change, the rules change every day. What's cool today, tomorrow is not going to be okay, and you just never know. Every day that you wake up, you never know. And I think a lot of the people that use delivery services don't appreciate that shit. You guys should appreciate it. People that are still operating and delivering to you the things that we're going through to get products and to bring them to you. And not only that, the people that have brick and mortars too, the things they're going through to get products and bring them to you, and the stresses that they have to wake up to every day. The things that we have to deal with every day that people behind the scenes don't know. People that just, the casual smoker, the casual user won't know. Hey, I just want to spend my 20 bucks. I just want to spend my 40 bucks, whatever the case may be, and go home. I don't know. You know, I work my 9 to 5. I'm not worried about that. You're the weed man. Your job to have the fucking weed. Well, the weed game's changed. You know, it's changed a lot in this past 4 months. Gosh, really in the past year, but in this past 4 months, it's changed a lot. I saw a lot of companies shut down. A lot of people that were around are not around anymore. The people that are around is a lot of black market, just bootleg products, because the products were already expensive. Then when we started going legal last year, the prices went up, and then you're paying a 30% tax. So then you're getting these legal products and you can't even sell them to make money because nobody's gonna pay that much, and then you have to pay the taxes on it already. So you see a lot of businesses going down because of that, and that's just opening up the black market, just flooding with prices that are less than half of these legal companies, with the same packaging, same fucking label, same look, different oil. You don't know what you're buying, you don't know what it is, how good it is, how bad. But at the end of the day, when you're making 15 bucks an hour or 20 bucks an hour, you don't care if you can buy, you know, everybody has that Walmart mentality. Well, if I could buy this for 50 bucks, but I could go to Walmart and get 2 of them for 50, or 1 for 30, or whatever the case may be. And that's what everybody thinks, and that's the same way they are with the weed. That, you know, that's the way it is. Same with alcohol. What do people buy Budweiser for? Is like cheap fucking beer. You know what I mean? It's the beers that sell the most, the cheaper fucking beers, and that's where the weed's going. But that's where these people are staying relevant too, is being able to accommodate these people that want to just spend cheaper amounts, and they don't want to pay the taxes. They don't want to drive to a shop. Where I live, the closest shop is 45 minutes away. We have 3 licensed delivery services in our area, and we have, I think, 3 shops. And like for me, it would be a 45-minute drive if I wanted to go to a shop. And then I pay 35% tax, and there's no guarantee on what products they're gonna have. You're almost better off right now going to a friend, going to somebody you know, saying, hey, can you give me this? Yeah, because you're gonna pay less, and you're probably gonna have a better variety of product. The way that the legal market is now, you can only buy so many products if you have a license. You can only deal with so many people. You have to deal with those people if you want to stay in business. If not, fuck, you can't play the game, you know? So, anyway.
How did it used to be when you were able to donate product to veterans and sick patients and terminally ill patients, and what's the difference now?
That's like I said, like I take care of my mom too, so she's 70, and I consider her a medical patient, even though this whole thing is going recreational, and she relies on high dose edibles, high milligrams. She relies on good, strong flour. These are things that she uses to deal with pain, so she doesn't have to take pills. Whatever issue she has in her head, these are things that she relies on as medicine. And now it's not medicine no more. Now it's fucking recreational. The rules are different, the milligrams are different. That's sad. When we could donate to people that had sicknesses like cancer patients, I was able to once a week deliver to people for free product. Or people call and say, hey, we want a discount, I'm a veteran, or I have cancer, or I have whatever the case may be. Yeah, of course, you get a discount, and you get a discount, you get free product. And for certain people that were limited to the amount of money they had and their mobility and everything, we would deliver to them for free every week. I mean, even if it's something, if you take somebody an eighth, or you know, to you $100 worth of product a week, to this person could mean, I mean, it changes lives. It brings tears to my eyes when you deliver that to people, and it was a great time to be able to donate and help like that. And now they took that away with Prop 64 with fucking big business, basically. I mean, you see, CBD is going to be sold in CVS, Walgreens. By Walmart, by the end of the year, you're gonna see CBD in Walmart. How long do you think before you're gonna be buying joints at Walmart? If you're gonna see CBD there this year, then the next few years, you're gonna be buying fucking whatever their brand is joints, and at Costco, you're gonna be buying their fucking brand joints, and that's the way it is. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see cannabis, but by that time, they'll phase out the black market with their mass production. And it'll get there. And I don't know. We were thinking like 2 to 5 years. I'd say now, not even a year. Because if it's going to be in these stores this year, you know, who knows? A year or two, there probably won't be any black market. You never know.
How have the taxes with Prop 64 changed the buying power of anybody?
I live in a small town, so people don't notice it. They don't really drive to the places, but if they do, they notice it, and you see, like, yeah, what you would buy from a delivery service, let's say that wasn't licensed, that is still delivering, you would probably order and pay half the amount of what you would pay to drive to a store. And like I said, for me, it would be a 45-minute drive. I don't know. And then down here, I've been to the stores down here too, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you're not getting the quality that you think you're getting, that you're paying for. And the people, I mean, bless their hearts, and I'm not speaking bad on anybody, but they're not as educated as they should be to be selling cannabis. If you come to me and I was running a delivery service and you ask me, hey, what's this flower? I'm going to tell you if it's indica dominant, if it's sativa dominant, if it's good for stress, for, you know, back pains, if it helps with anxiety. Because these are things that people, when we were 215, the medicinal patients would ask. You would get this card and you would say, hey, these are really my problems. You know, and now you go into a shop and you can't go into a store right now and say, hey, I'm having a problem with anxiety. Which flower should I smoke? Good luck. Go do that. Go try that. Tell me what they say. They don't really know, and it's sad. It was really nice when it was you know, in the old days. Now it's just turning into it's gonna be just mass production and whatever. There's gonna be limits on what the THC amount is in the flower and the edibles, and that's just what it's going to be everywhere. So you're not really going to have to know. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's fucking Budweiser. It's Bud Light.
Has your county actually issued a statement whether they're going to allow it or if there's an official ban?
On what?
Commercial cannabis, anything.
Well, we have the shops. We have the delivery services, and they're growing out there.
But your city is not, where you live is not incorporated into the county, right? Or
it is, and the part I live in isn't, but the main part of the city is, but that city isn't allowing any brick and mortar, but they don't mind delivery services in there, and they will license some delivery services. I've heard that they are. But it's just a weird game right now. Like, let's say somebody's in the thing for that licensing and you've been in that for a year, and legally you haven't been able to operate for that year. But let's say you are, because you can't pay your fucking bills and the couple $100,000 to the state and all the county fees and everything, and not be operating, but then you are. So then at the end of the game, at the end of the day, here's your license. Oh wait, but we have proof you were operating. So now you're done. And not only you're done, you can't operate a cannabis business for so many years, and we're gonna fine you more than you can ever pay off. Basically, that's it. We're gonna fuck you so hard that you know, who knows what you'll be thinking, because it's like, what am I gonna do? So a lot of people are just dipping out of the game. A lot of people I see, like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm doing something else now, because it's not worth it.
Could you cut real quick? Is it Jamie or is it Richard? Sorry, my phone died, so I wasn't able to notify anybody anything. Is it Richard? Who? I forgot we ordered food. Sorry.
Step on my clothes.
Do you need the headphone?
Where's the tape?
Tape in here.
You got water? You good?
Here you go. Oh yeah.
Patrick, can you text Richard to come down and like we'll hit him up in like 10 or 15 minutes or so? My phone died and he was asking. Oh, did you see?
He's right there. He was outside here.
Oh, Richard?
Oh, Patrick.
Oh, hi. Mm. You're pretty girl. Is you at dinner time too?
Yeah, we gotta hit the road anyway in a few minutes. We'll finish this.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Let's see.
finish it up with asking about your beach here, your business tax registration, and how you have an actual business license that says marijuana delivery, but there's no matching city to state license for that county, right?
And they'll still let me renew my license with the city. I just got the renewal in the mail. I can renew it by mail. Like I said, they just want their money. At the end of the day, like, oh, you can't do it legally. That's not our fucking problem. We gave you this paper, but I don't have that paper. And when I get that paper, I gotta get this paper. And when I get that paper, fucking,
What's that?
fucking
What?
whatever, man.
What did you say?
What do you got going on?
What did you say?
Yeah.
Cable's falling out.
Oh, yeah, no, we cut for a second. Would you text Richard and let him know that we'll hit him up in like 10 or 15 minutes to come down? Like 10 minutes? No, it totally did. Like from your
I got this long left.
Missy.
Please don't bark.
She did so good for so long.
It's like, what? How much longer do we have to wait? You ready again, Bo?
Yeah.
Oh, we are rolling.
Check. Well, that should be the clap then. So you have a business tax registration certificate issued to you by your county.
By my city.
By your city. And there's no city license that corresponds with the state license, so you can't get state license.
No, I would actually have to get my state license and then work my way with the county and then reapply with the city again for a new fucking license anyway. But I have one that still says that I'm a delivery service, but I can't get licensed with the state. So I don't know what good it is. I mean, what's
How much money do you think it takes to launch a delivery service now with legalization?
my friends that are doing it they're in already, say a couple $100,000, and it's still not final. It's still like, oh, we got our license, but we still can't operate. So it's still not. It's weird. It's weird, and I just don't. I don't know. I don't trust it.
Well, that's pretty much it. Any last thoughts? Oh, the other thing. Does your even if you had all the backing, all the money, and you moved to the right city, you moved to the right county, and they are offering licenses that aren't numbered or maxed out, does your criminal history prevent you from even getting licensed in your name?
I believe so, and I marked off, like, I got all my felonies expunged, but even with my misdemeanor record, I'm probably, I don't know. I'm sure it does. Because the people that I've seen that went the legal route, and if they have anything on their background, they're just stepped out. And they have their people, opening the business now, and they stepped out. I mean, any kind of legal problem, and I had a whole bunch, so yeah. I'm sure that would stop me. Which is weird, that was with that whole social equity thing, right? Like, that's supposed to, yeah, I know, right? Word. I don't know. The war on drugs, fucking, God bless America, I know.
It's like a whole new war on drugs. It really
It's the
is.
war on drugs, fucking 2020 now, huh? I know. It's weird. It's weird, but you know what? They're gonna, like I said, they're gonna open the gates to the black market, and then you gotta remember that I said that there was 80 to 90% of the people that are getting pushed out of this business. Now, these are people that operated businesses like mine, and they were operating for fucking 20 years maybe. They relied on their farm, their delivery service, their cartridges, whatever, their creams they made, whatever. They relied on that to take care of their kids, to take care of their family, their loved ones, to pay for their rent, to pay for their food. So now all these people getting pushed out, where do they go? Like, I can guarantee you, they're too qualified to go to Walmart. You're too qualified. That's like me. I ran my own business for so many years. So now what am I supposed to do? Oh, go to a temp agency? Do you have any jobs for fucking upper management, business owner, or anything like that? No. We got a job for like $12 an hour. You know what I mean? You're gonna stock the shelves, but you can't do it because you're overqualified. If I tell you what I did, you're overqualified. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, a lot of these people, where are they gonna go? And what's gonna happen? Black market's gonna flood, and then where do they go after that? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird. The times that we're heading into are weird, and see how they go.
So what are your plans for the future?
I'm gonna open a yoga studio. It's called Be Happy because I just want to be happy, and that's. I don't know. I'll probably always be involved with cannabis in one way or the other. I mean, since I said, like, I've been smoking since I was 7 years old. I've used daily since I was probably 10, 11 years old. And I was selling weed since I was about 12, I think. So I'm sure I'll always be involved in some way, form, or, you know. Like I said, it's just gonna lead me to the next part of my life. But I'm sure it's always gonna be a big part of my life. Whether I'm running a delivery service or growing weed or part of just a bigger entity of something that I'll just be part of, I don't know. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Cut?
Thank you, sir.
I mean, that pretty much sums it up. It's fucking bleak.
It's fucking bleak.
It's fucking bleak, man.
I just try to keep my hopes up, you know. That's how I feel right now, man.
Moved to Hawaii. Moved
Yeah,
to
moved
an
to
island
Hawaii.
nation and joined the sovereign nation of Hawaii.
Dude, I'm gonna go join a monastery or something. Fucking, they'll feed me every day, you know what I mean?